Hey, sorry about the delay. It's Poisson Variance, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist. I am very sorry about the 15-minute delay. Oops. I got a little bit distracted. I got just a wee bit distracted. I was listening to music in the shower and just kind of like zoned out. I was like, there's the toothpaste. I know, ever since that was pointed out to me that the hair kind of looks like toothpaste, I can't unsee it. But honestly, I don't mind it. I like it. I think it's funny. Am I the same guy with a different character? Different model, but yeah. Because the old model I was using was a free one, and so I had designed my own from the ground up, and then had this one made. But yeah, still Poisson, still me. And how you can tell it's still me is that the X's in the eyes. The X's in the eyes stayed from the old model. Same sort of eyes with the like starry sparkle in them. Wow. Yes, that is the same though. I am still a Poisson in variant. There's still a Poisson in variant. Did a whole rebrand. I'm still getting used to people coming in being like, you're different. You're different. People get new outfits all the time. This is basically same thing. Except it's new skin. Hey, Kikato. Every time we do a VTuber changes the model, versus devour and substitute with a clone, actually. Yeah, exactly. All VTubers just consume one another, consume them their past selves. It's like getting a style change in real life. If you like change up your fit dramatically, same sort of thing. Your past self just shows up and eats. And consumes you. That was everybody's weekend. I hope everyone's weekend was well. Mine was pretty good. I played a lot of Night Rain. I picked up Night Rain, and so Zero and I have kind of been playing it nonstop. And so that's been fun. Yeah. It's very, very addicting. I'm surprised that I did not play it beforehand, considered how much I play Souls. But yeah. Very, very goofy game. Very chaotic. And that's very enjoyable. And it's just full of Soulsborne kind of fan service, where it's like, hey, remember this boss from Dark Souls 2? Now you're gonna fight it. The forgotten Dark Souls finally gets some love in Elden Ring offshoot, in Elden Ring Fortnite. There's also a big wrestling show that I'm gonna watch tonight that I'm excited for. Yours fine. You finally finished the college questions. Nice. Got some good work in, some good homework in. That's good. It's always relieving to finish the mountain of homework, especially math homework. I guess in your case, engineering homework. Think about doing a video about some of the stuff you were studying. You should share what you learn with the class, with the world. The class being humanity, the internet. They were watching anime. What anime were you watching? I haven't watched anime in a while. A long time. Trying to think of the last anime I actually watched. I saw the Chainsaw Man movie, so I guess that counts, but the last like anime that I just like sat and watched would have been the last anime that I sat and watched would have been like half of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. I didn't even watch the full thing because I had read it, and so and like seeing it animated was cool, but you know, the chance that you teach something entirely wrong is a possibility. That's why you double check your work and get other people to double check your work. Get other people to double check your work, so then you can partially blame them. Watching Ranma and Boku no Hero. I haven't seen Ranma. Ranma. One of my friends is I watched a bunch of it, or like watched it all recently. And yeah. I'm up to date on the Chainsaw Man manga. And then, yeah, I've never seen Boku no Hero. Not my cuppa, not my shtick. But then again, like I said, I haven't watched anime in forever. You made a Hello World program you can burn into some USB and boot into. But why, Jen? Why? What is the purpose for this? What is the purpose for this? If you send a video that is entirely wrong, please destroy you in the comments. Help you with your tests. I mean, it's a interesting way of doing studying material, where you make a video that's potentially wrong, and then somebody have the internet, because the internet loves to explain things to people. So just like loudly explain things to people. So if you're doing something wrong, they'll yell at you, and then that gets you the right answer. Life hack. Life hack to solve any equation. No matter what type of problem you're doing, there will be someone who is supposedly an expert in your chat or your comments section or whatnot. And so you just get them to do the work for you. Yeah. How does my mic sound, by the way? Because it's like right next to my face now, and so I'm trying to just like talk regularly instead of, because previously I would talk like that a bunch, but now I'm just like right next to it, so I don't need to yell, and I think it's getting picked up fine. Learn with the rage bait method. Exactly, Kikado. That's a genius strategy. You just rage bait people into giving the correct answer. How that'll work out on actual exam, I'm not sure. But studying, it's a primo method. The mic is good? All right, sweet. That is good. That is good to know. Yes. I have my new mic set up. Well, it's the same mic, but the way it's set up is different. So I can talk directly into it, which is definitely beneficial. Beneficial. Let's see. What was I doing? What am I doing today? I am... Project Euler, that's what it is. Project Euler. Yes. You're jealous of the Ranma protagonist? I know nothing about them. I don't even know their name, their design, their look, anything. I don't know what the show is about. I just know that people like it. Big math means big stretch. I'd initially, I had initially wanted to do, initially had wanted to do a different thumbnail that I made on 0 hours of sleep that I thought would have been really funny, and then I thought better of it. I thought better of it. I'm going to show it anyways because it still exists. If I can find it. Here it is. Cool, be a male or female, just hot or cold matter. Oh, is that part of it where they can change their sex based off of the type of matter they interact with? That's a cool power. It also makes sense for that sounds like an anime anime what am I talking about? Anime power, the uwusi in the current thumbnail. Right, yeah, I forgot I had that in the current thumbnail. So the original one, though, the original one I realized would essentially be clickbait. I thought it was so funny though. I thought this was so funny as a thumbnail idea because it's taking Project Melody and then talking into Project Euler. I don't know why it's so funny to me, the idea of Euler being the you know, your hentai AI. Old school mathematician starts streaming on Twitch and Fansly. That's what he would do if he came to the modern era. If he was transported into the modern era, he would be Project Melody. But I figured that gave off the wrong vibe, and so I was like, we're gonna change that. I got it all set up to upload to set the broadcast, and I was like, after thinking about it for 5 minutes, still on no sleep, but after thinking about it for 5 minutes, it's probably a good idea if I don't have that be the thumbnail. So I think I made the correct decision. I think I made the very correct decision. Hey, Jay. I know I summoned Jay with that. Hey, Ava. Meow, 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 meow. Speaking of, yeah, I don't have the headphones on today. I kind of want to talk to Erica and see if I can get, at some point, custom-made headphones to fit my model that are the same color and everything and are specifically designed for it, because that could be cool. Long time lurker, first time chatter. It's amazing that you got to be a mod and you're a first time chatter, Jay. That's impressive. That's very impressive. That's some commitment right there. I want to do this playlist. That's loud. There we go. That's some commitment. That's some commitment that somehow I don't understand. Someone had to have made you mod even though you had never chatted. I'm suspicious. Okay. It was weird. So in order to register for am I serious about the 1,000 questions? I wouldn't do it all in one stream. I wouldn't do it all in one stream. That would be, I think, just time consumingly almost impossible. That would be kind of an endurance stream that would burn out my brain a bit too fast. But Project Euler does have 967, 976. It's in the description for this stream. Can anyone look in the stream description and tell me how many questions I said are in Project Euler? I think it's 976. So that would, if I did all of them, that would take care of most of them. Then you would only need to make 24 questions. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is part of a song, you know. Maybe it's sampled. Maybe it's sampled. 976. Okay, a 976 question. So Ava, you'd only have to drink you'd only have to drink enough problems to do 24. Okay, sweet. Yeah, only 976 problems to go. All right. Perfect. I'm gonna have to make a counter then real quick. I can just do that in text. I can just be like, let me just make the text thing that's just problem counter. You haven't heard a single play this stream. I keep forgetting to do it. I'm convinced that it's not going, because it hasn't come to me naturally. And that's the thing, where it's like I would have to do it nonstop if I wanted to come to me naturally, boy. But I have not. It's difficult. It's difficult to make a gimmick. It's difficult to make a gimmick. Oh my god. So that's a little bit large. So I'm gonna shrink the font a little bit. Just 16. Let's find a better place to put that. Let's put that like right there. There we go. I don't want that in Arial though. Oh no, if I do have that in Arial. Ah, there we go. That fits the aesthetic now. I know, what a shame, play. How hard do the problems have to be? I did spell solved wrong. Math major, not an English major. I spelled the song wrong again. Solvable. See, this is why I have you guys. You guys catch my copious amounts of mistakes. The problems can be as hard as you want or as easy as you want. The goal is just to have 1,000 problems. The last questions on the Euler project have bounties. Ooh, yeah, I saw like one of the last problems only has like 14 people have solved it. So, how to make money as a VTuber, become a famous mathematician / programmer. From solved, 0. Okay, hold on a minute. Let's add makes 24 versions of the Riemann hypothesis. Please do not. Please make it solvable. Please make it somewhat solvable, Ava. I would appreciate a level of solvability. Bum 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 bum. How does it feel to be number 15? I'm probably not gonna be number 15, but you know, I can hold out hope. Jen, no! So what was really weird? So I want to point out something. Problem 0 for this question. So let me find it. So you know the formula for let me just open up VS Code. What is the formula? It's okay. Wait, why am I doing this? S n equals fraction. Not a groan. Is that arguably worse? I think you just described a man-child. Just saying. -1. Can someone fact check me on this? And then what's it over 3? I want to say. Okay. Oh wait, you guys aren't even seeing my screen? Bum 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 bum. Oh wait, you guys get a little behind the scenes there. It's funny that's listed as Rust, even though that's not. No, it doesn't like game capture. Okay, let's do window capture. There we go. And it's unaligned, but weird. Very strange. I don't know why this isn't, because this is the right aspect ratio. It has to do with the capture. Kind of stupid. Start digging in your Poisson twin. Anyway. I hate that this snaps. That's good enough. I don't care. No, I hate that. I hate that. Why does this not line up properly? Is this the right aspect ratio? This is a 16:9 square. Whatever, we're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna live with that. So yeah, so this is the formula for the odd n squared values. So this is the formula for finding the sum of the odd n squared values, where n is, so like say n is equal to, say n equals 5, then that means that, can I do that? So if n equals 5, then s of n is going to equal 35. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like slash n's in those. Stupid. Can I do that? Okay, perfect. Is going to equal 35. Because you're going to have... Because... Did find this? That's wrong. You're going to have the sum of the squares, which will be 1 plus 1 plus 9... I have to really just do 1 squared plus 3 squared plus 5 squared equals 1 plus 9 plus 25 equals 35. So that's why that's going to work out. Somebody double check my math on that right now that I'm using the right formula. Let's see. So if n is 5, plug that in. 9, so 5, I'll just do it right here. 5 times times 9 times 11 and all that divided by 3. Is that correct? I need a parenthesis on that. Technically I don't, but I want one. Is that correct? Calculator. Divided by 3. Nope, I did that wrong. That gets 45. That's wrong. Hold on a minute. I did something wrong. 1 second. 1 second. Hold on a minute. my math is wrong or I'm using the wrong equation. 5. Yeah, I'm using the wrong equation. Hold on a minute. What am I thinking of then? Hold on a minute. Odd squares. The sum of odd squares, and no, that's the right. Wrong formula, yeah. Of first n odd squares. Oh, that's what, no, that's why I did it wrong. That's why I did it wrong. Okay, no, so it's the right formula. I was approaching it the wrong way. Sorry. So what I meant to do was if n is equal to 3, because of the first odd squares. So if my first 5 numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then my first squares subsequently will be 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So then my first 3 odd squares are going to be 1, 9, 25, the sum of which is going to equal 35. Okay, there we go. So this was none of them. This was problem 0. Anyways, so something that happened is GNU, so I tried using Octave. Octave rounded the answers and would not stop rounding the answer to slightly off, but this is the correct answer for what problem 0 was. And because Octave was like truncating the answers and then rounding the answers, it didn't even let me register for the project Euler because it kept giving me the wrong answer. And I was like, no, I know my method is correct. I know my method is correct. And then I tried it on Python, and then Python was able to get the right answer, and that confused me. But yeah, let's go ahead and don't save. We're gonna go ahead and make a new folder. New file, Jupyter Notebook. All right. And we're just gonna call this whole thing Project Euler. Part, oops. Part 1. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Project Euler stuff. Give me one moment, and I'm going to turn down the music a little bit because I feel like it's a tiny bit loud. Project Euler. Sign in. I should already be signed in. Yes. Progress. Alrighty. So, and then I'm going to... Where's window capture 1? Hold on a minute. I need to delete some stuff real quick. Ignore me, ignore this. I'm just cleaning up my stuff on my end. Ignore all of this. Hey, how's the... You guys like the void? Hello! Here I am. Okay. Window. Sure. Actively destroying all that. The memories are still there. You just have to remember them. Can't remember to forget you, just like Shakira said. change that to rename. One would argue that I should have set this all up beforehand. On the other hand, I didn't want to. I just need to properly... I need to properly label stuff better sometimes because when I'm setting stuff up in a hassle, I'm just like, bum, bum, bum. Okay. This we're going to rename. Okay. That's not right. I actually do want to change that. Hold on a minute. No, that should be... Ignore me for a second. This has to be renamed. Oops. Rename to screen recording. This has to be labeled to game recording. Could have also been not 15 minutes late, but we won't come to you perfection, we come to see you struggle as abuse. Well, sorry, hydrating. At least you're honest. At least you're honest about me being subpar. Hold on, I want to figure out how to stop this from snapping. I figured out how to stop it from snapping immediately. Okay. Ta-da! That looks better. I like problem solved being 0 and just staying there. That's our amusement, E-clown. I have never felt so attacked as being called an E-clown. Okay, let me see. So then I want to make a new window capture. And I will call this... Okay. No, that's not what that should be. Pretend you guys can't see that for a minute while I try and find what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. If I can do that, then I can also take this, put it right in the middle there. Good enough. Good enough. The E-clown sounds like an off-brand Apple product. That's a great way to put it. All right. So yeah, 976 has been solved by 27 people. Zeno has a Discord? No. Yes, Zeno does have Discord. You caught a glimpse of the icon for a Discord that you guys are not supposed to see. But yes, Zeno does have a Discord. Okay. So this can be solved. So the goal of these, as I understand them, is to solve them not with math, mainly with mathematical principles, but with computation. So how I can oh, I know how I could do this. I know how I could do this. I know how I could do this in a fun way. Properties, cancel, filters, effect filters, crop. I wish I could do this. All right, watch this. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Read Discord. Quiet you. It's the behind the scenes Discord that you guys don't get to see. Top, we're gonna say like 500. Nope. 300. Oh, I am good at this. 600. No, I'm bad at this. 450? Oh. Okay, perfect. There we go. Ta-da! So the main idea is that you think about brute force first and realize it can be simpler and better by adding math logic. Okay. Oh, that's a fun way to do it. So let me actually shift this to a... Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to move it to a different thing so I could see it while also seeing chat, while also seeing my coding thing. See, this is the benefit of having 3 monitors, and I'm considered getting a 4th. A 4th would be so cool. Oh man, I could have a 4th right above, so you guys should just every so often see me go. List all the natural numbers below 10 that are multiples of 3 or 5. We get 3, 5, 6, and 9. The sum of these multiples is 23. Find the sum of all multiples of 3 or 5 below 1,000. So my instinct on how to do that would just be to create a for loop and then mod it. By just doing for n. I forgot Python syntax. Already. Oh, also, is that too small for you guys? Can you guys see okay? I want to make sure that that's good. For n in range. Why stop there? 5 monitor gaming, 8 monitor gaming, spherical monitor complex for optimal immersion. That's genius. Okay, in that case, let me... No, what is it? It's like Shift R. No. How do I get into the set emettings again? Oh, here we go. There we go. That's much better. So for n in range of 1,000, we would do if n, or if mod like half still in MATLAB. This is working in that earlier. Music. Gwent soundtrack decided on a whim. Okay. So blanking. What am I doing? What's the problem again? So if n mod, I think that's mod, 3 equals 0, or n mod 5 equals 0, then we're good. In which case, then we want to add it to the summation. So we want to establish a sum 0. And then if it's a part of that, we just add it to the sum plus equals n. Am I good here? And then, is that right? Streaming. And then down here, just print sum. Oh, wait, hold on. I think it's or. Right, and that is just called or. Now, I want to double check something. What does n start as? Well, actually, that wouldn't be a problem. Python uses or. Okay. Let me just double check my thought process here. We start with 0, like as our base sum. from range, right? We have to go one further, so we have to include 1,000, so we have to do 1001. Mod 3, so that'll give us multiples of 3, or give us multiples of 5. Sum plus equals n, where we're just constantly summing all the multiples. N starts at 0, so in that case, that shouldn't change anything, but that's actually a really good catch, because we're supposed to be summing from... Well, it says all natural numbers. I count 0 as a natural number. Do you count 0 as a natural number? Well, now I'm doubting myself. I think so. I guess it's like a yes or no. No, I guess natural number tends to refer to the set of positives. See, I've always thought of, yeah, it wouldn't change anything, but I've always thought of it as, as counting numbers, but then in programming you count with zeros, so I don't know, man. Let's see if we're correct. 2, 3, 4, 1, 6, 8. No, the problem we got was incorrect. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Natural numbers are 1 and the successors. Successors is a great way to put it. Okay, so I got that wrong. Why did I get that wrong? What am I thinking? Why am I thinking incorrectly? Maybe I'm using mod incorrectly, which would not be past me because I always tend to do that. Oh, what did I do wrong, Ava? What did I do wrong? There's a good chance I'm thinking about something wrong. What did I do wrong for that? Range, some that. Use mod correct, but it's something you have to account for. Ooh, what do I have to account for? Something I have to account for. That's okay. Let's see. Need to get duplicated. 15 is counted twice. And why would 15? Is 15 counted twice? Oh. If, I don't know if 15 is counted twice. I don't think it would be. But it only goes over each end once. So that would mean oh, wait. I actually know what it is. It's below 1,000. We included 1,000 and we shouldn't have. We should have had been 1,000 oops. 1,000 less. It says specifically specifies below 1,000. Yep. Syntax. Sorry, you don't speak Python. It's okay, we'll forgive you. Everyone in the chat came to the conclusion at the same time because we all looked over the. Yeah, that's teamwork. That's teamwork right there. All right. All right. This cropping method did not work. This cropping method did not work. I wish I could do like manual shifts on the, oops, wrong one. I wish I could do manual shifts on the crop, but you can't really. Like, That's actually really weird. It's ending up behind you guys. You know what I could do? You know what I could do? Tedious. And the thing is, because I'm not working on a Mac, it's more tedious, but... Can I do this? Nope. I will never stop being silly goober. New folder, call that Euler problems. I'll just call this 2. Then I'm just gonna have that open. And then I can just replace this image as I resave it over and it'll work out. Okay, yeah, I have an easy way to do this. Okay, I know how to do this really easy way. So I will have to change something every problem, but I don't care. Exactly. You guys are way more important than the actual work. 100%. You know what I had today that's not great? For the first time ever, I had McDonald's coffee, and it is $2.99, but my god, it is bad. Then again, I don't really care. I'm a very much a caffeine first, ask questions later kind of person. I did not optimize problem 1, and I'm not gonna optimize problem 1. And you know why? Because it's about doing 1,000 problems. It's not about doing 1,000 problems well. Well, I guess it's about solving 1,000 problems, but shut up. All right. Each new term in the Fibonacci... Hey, we know this one. We know this one. It's used to determine how many siblings I have. I'm actually... Each thing, I'm going to be like... Or problem 1. Each new term in the Fibonacci sequence generated by adding the previous 2 terms. Starting with 1 and 2, the first 10 terms will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89. Excuse me. You guys didn't hear that? I'm what's the word? Pawn? No. It's say so. Like, say so wouldn't even, it's burping. Burping is say so. This is when you don't do it on paper, so you get a meow watching coder. Okay. Considering the value going to exceed 4 million from some of the even value terms. Ooh, okay. The terms in the Fibonacci sequence whose value do not exceed 4 million. So how would we find that out first? So that's what I want to think about first. How would we find out which Fibonacci numbers, how we cap at 4 million? In theory, well, so if we're just doing it in a coding no, this is actually easy. So what you do is you just sum, so you end up like sum, well, less than 4 million and only take the ones mod 2. Okay. So with that in mind, it would just be like, is there a Fibonacci command? There's got to be a Fibonacci command in Python somewhere. Python Fibonacci sequence. Is there one to just do it? Okay, I'll just make one myself, I guess. Okay. We're gonna redefine sum as 0 again, and then for no, it actually while fib. Let me say current fib. Current, wait, how do I spell Nachi? Current Nachi, there we go, is equal to 0. And then while current Nachi is less than 4 million, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're going to be summing across it. So optimized? Hell no. But that's not the point, as previously established. I can't believe we're 55 minutes in and we managed to solve one problem. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us. Hey there. Who up sequencing the Fibonacci? So stupid. That's so stupid. I love it. So current Nachi has to be less than 4 million. And then again, I still don't definitely have ADHD, but no, I will refuse to focus on the task at hand ever. What was I doing? Might meet current and penultimate Nachi. Yes, you're right. No. Penultimate Nachi. Yes, we do. You're gonna Fibonacci your Nacho? No, don't do it. A, B equals 0, 0. No. And our start, what am I doing? What am I doing? So current Nachi is going to equal A plus B. And then if current if current Nachi mod 2 is equal to 0, then sum plus equals current Nachi. Then we want to say that A is equal to B and B is equal to current Nachi. Yeah. Someone double check that for me. We have our sum. Our current Fibonacci is at 0. Well, current Fibonacci is less than 4 million, which is the goal. We have our starting points of A and B. So our current Fibonacci is going to be A plus B. If the current Fibonacci is even, so odd 2 is going to equal to 0, then we add it to the total sum, at which point we set A equal to B because we shift along, and then B gets set into current Nachi. Is that correct? And then at the end, we're going to just print, does that look good to everyone? Optimal? No, but very simple. Sum equals 0. Is current Nachi necessary? Yes, because it works as a placeholder for... Is it necessary? Hold on a minute. So my thought process is that... Ava. Ava and all your primo coding experience, you're like, yeah, that looks good. Can we remove current Nachi? Let me think. Because I need something for the while loop to run up against. The while loop has to be where the Fibonacci sequences are less than 4 million. So then... I think it's good. It was incorrect. Whose value does not exceed 4 million. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's gonna be the same. The sum of the even value terms. Let's see what we did wrong. Because it says that's wrong. Our summation, current Fibonacci, our starting points are A and B. Hold on a minute. I'm going to set this to just be like 100. And then I want to print oh, so that summation is definitely wrong. Wait, no. I need to account for 2? But current Nachi never gets tested against 2. Oh, you're right. You're right. That's a good catch, Ava. That's a good catch. That's a good catch. So what we should do instead, oops. So what we should do instead, yeah, because technically it's in the sequence, even though it. So instead, how we're gonna do this is, in this case, they're claiming Fibonacci starts with. I mean, actually, yeah. If we do that, then it automatically accounts for it. You're right. Good job, Ava. 1, 1, that becomes 2, current Nachi, then we start at 1, 2. Okay, good job. Nice catch. So now let's pump that back up to 4 million. Let's double check. Nice, that was it, that was it. Good job. Good job, Ava. All right. Let's get rename to just print problem. Nah, Ava's really smart. Ava's been popping off always. Let me update my problem solved. Whoops, no, not filters. Okay. All right, largest prime factor. Let me drink some water. Prime factors are. You calculated the sum of the positive integers, multiples of 3 and 5 using summation, then subtracted the duplicated. See, I was thinking about doing that too, and the only reason I didn't is because it's supposed to, I guess, be more programming focused, and yeah, could be optimized with mathematical principles. So if I did want to optimize that one problem, that would be the way to do it. All right, I'm going to be right back. I need to put on some hand lotion. My hands feel very dry, so I'm going to let you guys mull this one over. So I'll be right back. There's got to be a list of primes. You're probably right. A prime, so this is in the realm of number theory, that like primes, which I I'm applied. I'm applied. I'm applied. Oh no, and everyone's going to get food. Because Jay, that's kind of unironically how I would solve things like this. We just truncate those on less than half of 600, 143 that we can run. Right, we could just, what's the largest prime number we know? It. Apply yourself to some number here. Wait, hold on. Any more music? It's about programming, not coding. What's the difference? What's the difference? I don't know the difference. I'm laughing at your solution because it. Your solution's great. No, Jay, your solution's great. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A little bit tedious, but yeah. So I'm assuming there's a formula that I just don't know off the top of my head. For finding prime factors of a number. But I want to know what the actual method would be so that I can implement it. But I could there might even just be a function to do it. If there's just a function to do it, that would be really funny. But the entirety of modern society depends on there not being a quick algorithm for finding prime factors. Prime factors are what a good chunk of modern encryption is based off of. Oh, I didn't actually know that. Learn something new every day. So there's going to be no easy formula to do it. Is the takeaway. Continue as long as this. So if you start with a prime factor, the first prime factor is 2. Then you continue as long as the square of the factor is less than or equal to n. If f is a factor, add it to the list, then divide by... Oh! That's an interesting idea. The difference between coding and programming is that if you're doing programming, you should do your own algorithm. Oh, okay, that's the difference. Let me grab my iPad so I have something to scribble on. And Danny, is your idea for making my computer explode, you just do them all. Test everything. Just test every number. Divide by every number. Forever. My product Euler stuff. Okay. Ciao. So if we start with you have a stolen quantum computing chip from Google Labs you can send you. Oh, I'd appreciate that. My address is and while I'm at it, also, yeah, I have my social security number too. credit card, little digits on the back, mother's maiden name, street I grew up on, first pet, elementary school, all that stuff. Just, yeah. If you need that to send me the quantum computing chip, I can go ahead and disclose that publicly on the internet. Okay, so let's think about this. So if we want to find, is the programming happening? More or less, more or kind of, just a little bit, kind of, not really. We'll say yes. We'll say yes to seem impressive. Okay, so let's so let's just look at the example we have. 1, 3, 1, 9, 5. The factors of that are 5, 7, 13, and 29. Grab a set of relatively small prime numbers, write a program that divides the original by said prime numbers, and spits the smallest one that is divisible. Oh. Oh. Hold on. When I go wide-eyed, I look like Ryuji in Persona 5 when he goes like, for real? For real? Sorry, I'm very focused. But I like that idea. Grab a set of relatively small prime numbers, write a program that divides the original by said prime numbers, and then spits out the old one, and then you cycle. So that is more or less what Jay had suggested. Okay, I like this idea. Let me write this down. Just in here and mark down. Start with small primes. Start with small primes. Divide. What am I thinking? Danny suggested it in a better way. I just love giving you crap, Jay. No. I'll be honest. I was not. Maybe I just misunderstood what you were saying initially. Okay. You get head pats too. I'm sorry. Pat. My model can't do that, but pretend it's happening. Pat. Okay. Small prime numbers, divide the original by the primes. And then save the smallest one that's divisible. Or spit. Wait, what? I spelled primes wrong there. We want, what are we actually looking for? We're looking for the largest prime factor. So wait, let me think about this. We take, hold on a minute. Divide that by, say I divide that by 5. Two, 6, 3, 9. Feels like a huge difficulty spike. No, it gives the smallest divisible, then divide the OG by that. Wait. Save smallest divisible. Oh, save smallest divisible value. Or number. Divide OG. By number. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Why doesn't it like do that? I mean, it's supposed to be... Wait, what? Why is my new line thingy not working? Deep breath. Deep breath, me being irritated. Whatever. You know what? It's gonna stay in text form. Okay. Let me test this on a piece of paper real quick just to see if I understand exactly how I'm thinking about it. So if we start with 13195, okay? We divide it by 5. We also divide it by 7 as my two options. Oops. The OG reference. By 5, we get 2, 6, 3, 9. Divided by 7, 1, 8, 8, 5. Okay. Smallest divisible number we get from these. If that is not prime, so, and then I repeat where I go, wait, what? Like that? No, but that just gets me... wait. So then I repeat with what? The same numbers? Oh, that makes sense. Congratulations on Eat Your Spaghetti. I'm definitely missing something in this strat that Danny is proposing. Maybe. Oops. It's fine, I'm still in the testing stage. So, and that's not clean. Oh, Poisson. All right, so then if I do, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay. So then of the primes, I've used up those. So then like... that's prime, that's prime, that's prime, and that's prime. So then if I wanted to aim for a higher number, so say I have Oh, you wrote a different explanation in the Discord? Let's see. Say the number is 60. The smallest prime number is 2. The new number would be 30. The smallest prime number is 2. The new number would be 15. The smallest prime number would be 3. The new number would be 5. Since 5 is a prime number, that's the largest prime factor. Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of what I just tested out on paper. Okay. I'm with you. So I'm going to start with just the example they have. That is not the example they have. That's the example they have. I get you. That makes sense to me. Thank you for that example. Technically, you guys are the ones solving it, but you know what? I'm streaming it, so you guys are a part of the experience. So I can cheat off your answer sheets. It's about learning. Okay? It's about learning. And I still have to type out the thing. So we want to start with the smallest prime number we have. So the smallest prime number we have that is divisible by this. Let's start with 2. We're just going to call it A. Oops, A equals 2. In theory. Because we can pump up from primes. You're a part of me, and those are just who aren't part of you. Yeah, exactly. You guys all live in my head. You guys all live in this little chat box above my head. So, how am I setting my limits? What am I stopping myself from? I need to set some sort of limiter to make sure that in a while loop to make sure that well, let me rewrite it like this. Start with our smallest prime. Divide number loop with new number. Okay. So I don't know what the while loop's gonna be, but so while stuff. Then it'll be A. So we do N A. I'm blanking. If N A equals 0, then welcome back, Jen. 0, then we loop. I'm sorry. Start with our smallest prime number. Oh. Why is my brain frozen? No way to avoid listing out the amount of primes, but the algorithm will just put an upper limit on how many times. That's true. That's true. That's a really good point. So I guess if we have a square number, if we have a square number, then the only primes could be that. So that would be our optimal. Our optimal is that it's the square of 2 primes. So we can keep increasing until that's the case. So well, that's true. Okay. So if that's the case, then so if that's true, then we divide like that. And then we want to use our next one. Oh, no, I'd want to make a list of the primes. Yeah, I get it. And then we just take the largest value of that. Okay. Yes. Brain is, yeah, I needed a jump start. I need an energy drink is what I need. Hour and a half, we've solved 2 problems. We're cooking. We're just not cooking very well. Meat is still raw. It's fucking raw. I need something faster paced. Perfect. No, I want this one. There we go. Okay. So now, is there a Python function that outputs the nth prime? Maybe, but on what Jen said, it should be about making our own algorithms. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, right, and then primes append A. And then A plus plus, or plus equals 1. And then we just, at the end, print max of primes. 13. That's incorrect. Yes, that it is. So this is incorrect. We did something wrong. Because the actual answer should be 29. Is this Toho music? It is Toho music. There's a good chance we're overthinking it, and I'm just studip. They fade hard, but it had her if you studip. Know what that was? That was what I wrote in like middle school in my friend's yearbook. Lifid hard, but it had her if you stewed it. Oh, wait, no, this happens in there. I think this will fix it. Less than or equal to, no. That should be printing 29 as our final one, so let's run through it individually. Because what we get, so we try 2 doesn't work, we push up. You were funny in middle school, where to go? Ow! But yeah, no, that's a good point. I was funny in middle school, and then unfortunately, I became me, and me is a disappointment, so. So we try these different things. So we start with 195 divided by 5. Okay, that gets us 2639. All right. Then we end up doing 2639 divided by 7. Gets us 377. Divided by 13 should get us 29. And then we have to save the one at the very end. That's what it is. That's what it is. So at the very end... Was that too far? No, you're fine. That's what we forgot to do. At the very end, we have to append the final term, what n ended up as. There we go. So, it's because the problem is we do all the primes and then we forgot to do the fact that the last one was in fact the answer, the final n we got was in fact a the final prime. That's what we forgot to do. So we then need whatever the number was. Ugh, it's not in there as actual text. In there is an image. Okay. 6008514754143. Did I get that right? 60085147513. So the answer should be 6857. Correct. That was the first time we've gotten something correct immediately, or like on the first try. And that's because we actually tested it with something. So, problem solved. An hour and 31 minutes after starting. So after starting 15 minutes late. The wrong thing. 15 minutes late, and then an hour and 32 minutes in. 3 problems solved. The 3 easiest problems solved. Excuse me. But you know what? It's got me thinking. And that's what's important. Okay. Oops. Problem 4. A palindromic number reads the same both ways. The largest palindrome made from a product of 2-digit numbers is 9009, which is 91 times 99. Find the largest palindrome made of 2 3-digit numbers. In theory, couldn't we work backwards? But I feel like that's not the play. 3 out of 976 will take months. That's the goal. Imagine that. I have just found a way to generate myself months worth of content. I'm a genius. I'm a genius, Ava. All right. All right. Think about that. Think about it in that way. I've given you now months worth of nerdy content due to my own incompetence and definitely not ADHD. Promise, still don't have it. What do we want to listen to? Speaking of getting off topic, let's get off topic. What do you guys want to listen to? I'm now taking requests. I'm taking requests for the DJ. Can you guys hear that? Hold on a minute. No, well, that was the exhale, but you guys couldn't hear the... Hold on a minute. I'm trying to be terrible. Why am I doing this? Neon Cat? Okay. Ooh, world.execute me is really good. All right, we'll send up a playlist. Serious or funny? It could be anything, as long as... No, not serious. Serious, Jesus. World.execute me is good. Oh, actually, I want world.search you. I'm gonna add that. But you do both. World.execute me, world.search you. My original song. Okay, I'll make an original. I'll make an original song during stream right now, and and at the end I'll play it. Okay. 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 So how do we want to go about this? God rest ye gentlemen. Merry gentlemen night core. Okay. That's going on there. Night core Christmas carols will do. That's a thing. Oh, that actually is a real thing. Pentatonics made one. Okay, good to know. Not a big fan of the government. Vegeta? What? Okay. So let's see. We have a math problem to do. Palindromic number reads the same both ways. The largest palindrome made from a product of two digits numbers is 9009, which is 91 times 99. Find the largest palindrome. All right, so. Oh, a song you made for your school presentation? Yeah, knock it out. If it's just keep adding it to the playlist. We're making the worst playlist in the history of the history to do this. 91 times 99. Okay. Show what? It's somewhere in the music channel on the Discord. Okay, then that will be added to the playlist. Don't you worry. So in the case of 91 times 99. Oh, how do I do this? How would I do this? So what about 91 times 99 makes it, what's significant about that makes it this palindrome number? Like, I feel like using the property of nines is really, really good. Because nines have that whole thing where they like add up to 9. so that would be that's wrong. Till the bubble pops. I forgot how to add for a sec, or how to multiply for a second. 0, 0, 9. Okay. If you turn into a table, you may be at the height of my elbows. So actually, just think about it conceptually. Hold on a minute. I don't even know if I can. This might not even be a proper programming one. I'm just thinking about this in concept. Because the goal on your body, you're the only perfect eggplant for me. I'm searching. Is that we should get, when it sums up, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. A little Python, you must be Blue Point. meow, ing a lot, hissing a lot, but you never purr. If you're a steak, a filet mignon, covered in mushroom sauce. Just occasionally, you're the only Hold on a minute. Yeah, that creates a problem there. That's to be a 0. So it might actually, hold on a minute. Sorry, this might actually be simpler than I thought, though. It's gonna be 0. Help if stay. It's gonna be a 9. 8, 9, 8. It's gonna be a 9. It's gonna be a 9. It's gonna be a 0. 1. That's gonna be a 0. 1. It's gonna be 0. That's 9. Nope. Okay, sorry. No, I was thinking if I could just mess around with it and just like think about it, but I was off a little bit. What about 911? Are those? Maybe. I don't know why I'm spending time doing this instead of like figuring out how to program it, but now I'm just like, I'm in the math groove. All right, so I'm trying 999 times 911. I should probably just say what I'm trying at all. I don't know why I'm just... That's what I'm doing. Wait, why am I doing this by hand? I have a calculator. No, that's 89. What am I want to recognize the pattern, because I think I have, because when you do 99 times 91, you get 99 plus 89, 10. So if you can somehow replicate that on a higher scale, by if you have 999 plus 1, 8. Oh, wait a minute. No, that doesn't work. Okay. All right, let's figure out actually how to solve it instead of doing whatever I was doing there. So, where am I? And then Ava, you had wanted that one cover of... Let me find it. Excuse me. Oh wait, no, it's opening on Opera instead of... Whoops. No, I do not want that opening on Opera. You... Okay. Ooh, seizure inducing. Cool. The power line. Remember to put on protection. Thesis and that begin object creation. Show the parameter initialization. Maneuver that begin the simulation. Ah, their voice is pretty. Okay. I completely lost track of whatever it is we were doing. So there's some property of palindrome numbers that I feel like you can get with 9s. How we get there, don't know. So let's think. So if we and multiplying m, if we were multiplying something by 999, because that's what we want to go for. We want to start from, we want to assume that 999 is going to be the answer, because that'll kind of guarantee we're going to be our highest 3-digit number. And then we want to kind of work backwards from there to account for the summations. So, oh, ew, I have a fun way to do it. 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 I know how 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 to do it. Solve this. Solve this. Solve this. Solve this. Solve that. I will prefer your enjoyment. If we solve this, then we can solve for what? Oh, actually, we can probably just solve for A then, because the 1 will make things way easier. I'm going to solve that, although the other one we could solve is that. Those are my 2 suggestions on how to do it. So, I'm going to try solving the first one. 999. You have left, you have left, you have left, you have left. So the largest number would be that, but we need the largest palindrome. Oh, this gets a bit tricky though. This gets a bit tricky though, because when we have... But whatever that B is going to be, that's going to be the same. Okay. Execution, if I can. Oh, but we don't know if that's going to be 8 or 9. So, You're currently coding a calculator for homebrew D&D weapons. Ooh, I like that. That sounds cool. I've always wanted to do a D&D fight that surrounds a black hole, and so you have to convert everything from Cartesian to polar coordinates. I think that would be such a cool way to do it. So you have to be like firing shots, and your range for the attack curves around the black hole. I would love that. No one else in my D&D group would, but I would love it. Because no one else in my D&D group is math nerds. We have a night nurse. We have a different night nurse. They're both ex-military, and they're both... So we have 2 ex-military night nurses who don't like numbers. We have... The other one, I think, is an econs major. But he's also an interesting fellow. And then we have a NEET. And then we have me. And that's our D&D group. 9A. Oh, that's why I can do that. I keep getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. I'm really bad at staying focused today. Just today, though. Every other day, my focus is on par. DM once asked if you want to have a fight in the 4th dimension because you could keep track of it. Gimmicks do sound fun. If the players can't follow, it's not worth it. Yeah, that's the problem. And at the end of the day, it's people have to know what's happening to generally have fun. Not all the time, but occasionally. I know, Ava's really smart. Ava, apply yourself more. Uh, it doesn't really help me at all now, does it? Mm. Hmm. Okay, hold on a minute. I have put no programming effort into this, and that's kind of the part of the whole gimmick. So, song's dope, so I'm gonna listen to it. Very hard to find. That's true. Academics can be as weird and as eccentric as they wish, as long as they contribute to university funds by publishing papers. You know, so as long as you're making the university money, that's all that matters. That's fine. Wait a minute. Hmm. In your mind's eye, there's a memory hard to find. And my sorrow. Oh! There actually is a formula for this. Okay, apparently there is a formula for this. Let me find it. Let me find it. The formula is apparently... Because I was wondering if there's a formula that just existed surrounding palindrome numbers, because there's gotta be, like, in the same way that, you know, like Pascal triangle as palindrome numbers, same sort of mentality. Okay. So in the case of... What? In your mind's eye, there's a memory hard to find. Used with any numbers to find their palindrome. So the one I found specified this, but that was specifically in the range of X is in N, between N, vector space, vector. Oh, this is all in Python. That's why I was like, why is it not like this? It's supposed to be markdown. Epsilon. Can I do such that, or such that not linear? I don't know. So this is what I found for that. Ignoring how horrible that looks, I don't care. But what does that find? Like, I'm confused at what this is gonna actually give me. So let's plug in a number real quick. But like the X, so if I choose an X, what does that even change? 3, 30, That's what I don't get, where it's like, what is this even telling me? Well, that got me negative 69. So by that logic, send rain. Hold a minute. Oh, if we're working in 3-digit numbers, that's what it is. So then my largest, in theory... But how would I... So if I choose 999... And then that wouldn't give me the largest, though. No. 999 times 100. 999. That's not a palindrome at all. Also, I keep that on 10, but that wouldn't make any sense. Unless that has to stay on 99, which again... Yeah, I know. This was just someone making a formula. Doesn't even apply to it. I was lied to! Okay. Oh. Sorry, I'm reading. No, yeah. Hold on a minute. Wait, where's my music? Not this one. I want the one attached to this one. There we go. Okay. So if I want something... They're 90... No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm thinking of the opposite. Start with a brute force method, and then shift forward. I like that idea. I just need to think. God, thinking is hard. 9, 9. Okay, hold on. Let me just think backwards from here. Calculator. Squared. All right. So we get 9, 9, 8, 0, 0, 1. Nine, 9, 0, 0, 9. So if I wanted to increase that, say I wanted to add a 99 to that. I forgot a 0 in there. Starry night. 9, 9, 0, 0, 0, 9. So I want to add 90 to that. 9, 9, 0, 0, 9, 9. Say that's the case. Then, so if we're working with that, just... No. Okay, that doesn't work. But... So that gives me... So that's not divisible by 999, but... That's also not divisible by 900. It would be tough because I would want to know what the largest one is, and then I can factor down. So is there a way for me to find out what the largest one would be of... Because the largest thing, we know it will be 6 digits. So the largest 6-digit palindrome number. Well, I accidentally found the answer, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't. Okay. I accidentally found the answer, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't, because I do want to find a way to solve this. I guess we could do it iteratively. If you suspect, that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna check the Wikipedia. So if I want something to 6 digits, there's a lot of different possibilities. But how would I even work backwards? Because even if I work backwards, it creates a problem. So the way I could do it... It's not that good. You guys get to watch a fake mathematician struggle in real time. Oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Found something. Found something. Found something. Found something. Okay. So assume that base b is greater than or equal to, n is greater than 0, and has k plus 1 digits. So we have... All right, so what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? K is equal to 6. We know that. B is equal to... What does it mean by base in this case? Palindromic numbers are often considered in the decimal system. The concept of palindromicity can be applied to the natural numbers in any numeral system. Consider a number n is greater than 0 in base b greater than or equal to, where it is written in standard notation with k plus 1 digits, a sub j, or a sub I, as n is equal to sum of I equals 0 to k times b sub I. So in this case, if I want the base of the number system, so in this case, b should equal 10. Maybe? No. Yeah, we work in base 10. Yeah. So... Yes, because we're going to sum to 10 to the 6th. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. 10 to the 6th will get us... No. No. 10 to the 5th. That's what we have to work in. We have to work in 10 to the... No, wait. It's fine as long as a sub 6 is 0. Wait, let me think. It's 10 to the 6. So 10 to the 6 gets us 1 million. Okay. So ace of 6 has to, so like, that has to be true. So, So then if we want to WAP, then ace of I is going to be less than or equal to B for all. So yeah, so we know that A is going to be that. So A is going to be in between 0 and 10 for all ace of I, which makes sense. You know that ace of S6 is going to have to equal to 0. So then I would just need to know, so if I can test this essentially. So what I would have to do is go through the different iterations. So what I would have to do is, if we're thinking about this in terms of, you know what, kick it up into high gear. Hold on a minute. This isn't nearly loud enough. All right. So if we want to think about it in terms of programming, then we can iterate. If we want to iterate, then we just have to go from, that's supposed to be less than equal to. Let go, let go, let go. Drink up, come on. Takes a hold of me. Okay. What's the actual answer we're looking for? Largest palindrome. Okay. Takes a hold of me. So we only actually have to care about 5 numbers here. We only have to care about 5 numbers here. Ace of 1 through ace of 5. Yeah, this bad girl. So, if that's the case, then I want to loop over a way where I try different things, and then how do I verify that it then is... I don't have to. I just need to do this and then return the largest ones. So, pal's gonna equal just that. Oh, this is gonna be fucked. How am I gonna do that? Oh god. The way I can see it is a 5 level iteration. But that would be end of the 5th. That would be end of the 5th. That would be bad. Okay. That is not ideal. We do not do end of the 5th. We do not do end of the 5th. Think. N equals the sum of I equals 0 to k. Ace of I, b to the power of I. Oh, in that case, that's fine. B is 10. That's going to be multiplied times 10. So our ace of I, we're going to count. Yeah, so A can be that. We know that a sub... No, wait. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't. We don't. Do we? We can assume, but we shouldn't do that. So if um hold on a minute. BRB, who will I try to unbrain fry? Okay, for A is equal to 0 to 9. Then loop. But this thing is I don't know what the answer is. So I can't think of a way to do this that doesn't just involve choosing everything. Because, like, we know that A is going to be from 0 to 9. But we could brute force it, but it's going to be, like, a level of so bad. But okay, hold on a minute. Let me just write this out for myself. For A, it's from 0 to 9. And then all the different versions that has to go through is gross. That's what, 5 levels of for loops? Wait a minute, hold on a minute. There's actually a really simple way to do this. That also brute forces it, but is gross. No, that doesn't work. Only 100 combinations if I assume something. So if I assume that a sub 6 is 0, I assume that a sub 1... No. No, wait, hold on, I'm stupid. A sub 6 is 0, a sub 5 is 9. So then that assumes that a sub 1 has to be 9. So then we just have to... Okay, never mind, this is totally doable. Okay, I'm back, I'm thinking. Yes, okay. So a sub 6 we know has to be 0. You can hear the drain in my voice. A sub 5 has to be, has to be 9. A sub... Once again, Ava coming in clutch for just helping me think, if nothing else. That narrows it down. So the only thing we don't know is... A sub 1, A sub... Or sorry, A sub 2, A sub 3, A sub 4. Three different numbers that we don't know. But we know that ace of 2 and ace of 4 will have to be equal. No, wait, hold on a minute, let me think. How many numbers are we dealing with? 6? I've done something wrong. Sorry, no, I've done something wrong. Wait, no, because we're in base 10. What? Hold on. Oh, wait, no, sorry, ace of 0. There we go. Ace of 0 is supposed to be that. Ace of 0 is 9, ace of 5 is that. Ace of 2 has to equal ace of 4. Ace of 3 has to equal ace of... Sorry, no, ace of 1 is equal to ace of... There we go, okay. All right. Yes, because then that gives us that... Because then that generates... We have 9... Ace of 1... Ace of 2... Ace of 2... Ace of 1... 9. And that is a palindrome. And that will be our largest. Okay. So the only thing we have to find is then that is such that that holds. Okay, Ava. Thank you for your continued assistance. I hope you can come back at some point. All right. So we need the following value, and we need to work backwards. And we need to do it iteratively. So it's a gross amount of combinations, but it's only actually 2 loops. So that's doable. So 4. Oh. That's not actually the correct notation, but wait, no, I'm stupid. Hold on a minute, this is wrong. This is wrong. That's still correct, but the rest was wrong. I jumped the gun. But it's right in the sense that the terms, I know what I'm thinking. What am I thinking? I'm thinking, let's do it with C's. That's what I'm thinking. So I need to pick out the digits. Or C1. This is what I need to do. I need to pick out the digits and just think about it. And then I need to test if it is true. Its equation. How I would do that, I'm blanking. This equation. Let me think. Let me think. I see. test? What am I testing against? What am I testing against? I'm finding the... I'm overthinking this like fucking crazy, and I'm getting annoyed at myself. Stop that. No, it doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me at all. That doesn't help me at all. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. Okay? Okay. I will be back in 10 minutes. I need to cool my brain. Okay. I am back. Okay. And I think I'm somewhere. I think I'm somewhere. Well, I'm sorry for taking more than 10 minutes to think. Okay. For whatever reason, my brain was not functioning around the idea of brute forcing. And so I sat and I listened to the music and I thought. Did I bring the milk? No, I'm not your dad. So yeah, I guess I didn't bring the milk. Anyways, so if we have all our palindromes, I guess potential palindromes here. I know what I should do. Just one more step I forgot. There's one more step I forgot. If this is amazing. Oh yeah, I'm doing God's work here. Thank you. The thing I was thinking. Right, I need to only have the palindromes. How would I do that? How would I make it so that this listicle only has the palindromes? And then if I run this, it should give me the answers. So for pal in pals, how would I check? How would I check if it's a palindrome or not? If is there a way to reverse a number in Python? Is there an easy way? I guess if I turn it into a string. Okay, yeah, that's how I can do it. So if string pal doesn't like string? Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's what it is. String pal equals to reverse of, or I guess I can write it as string pal good one, like that. Then pal oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I wanna do it like this. For I in, or I can actually just zip it. For pal, I in there we go. Then we do that. Pals I is equal. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? We're gonna make a new thing. This isn't efficient. This isn't efficient, but this isn't efficient at all, but this is what I'm doing. You can't stop me. It's the first thing my mind went to. Okay. Okay. The fact that it ran so fast makes me think that it's not right. That's gonna print out nothing. That's wrong. Oh, that's why. There we go. Is this correct? Open up my calculator. 993 times 913. 906,609. 906,609. I don't know why that took me 45 minutes to write that, but I just had to stop and step away, and then I was able to do it. Wow. My God. 906609. Correct. Cool beans. Jiminy criminy. Okay, I can change the music now. Nah, that's a bit too embarrassing. Let us do. Let us do. I open up my YouTube and Sheena from FaZe is streaming and it's just called Asian Woman Drives Boat. It just caught me off guard. There's a cute lo-fi Bloodborne that I listened to recently that was only like 15 minutes long, but it's nice. Alright, what's problem 5? I copy and pasted it, didn't even read it. 2520 is the smallest number that can be divided by 2520 is the smallest number that can be divided by each of the numbers from 1 to 10 without any remainder. What's the smallest possible number is evenly divisible by all numbers from 1 to 20? So, with that in mind, smallest positive number that is evenly divisible by all numbers from 1 to 20. Okay, so what that's asking, if I understand it, is 1 to 20. All multiplied together. No, or sorry, it's really just saying the LCM of 1 to 20. That's all it's asking for. So, in theory, not so bad. There's got to be a formula for this. There's got to be a formula for finding the least common multiple. Hold on a minute. There's no way there's not. Well, yeah, there's one if I have the greatest... Oh, wait, hold on a minute. That's actually... We just multiply, yeah, all the primes together. Yeah, if we just take the prime factors, wouldn't that be right? I think that's what this problem's asking for. If you just take all the prime factors of everything and then multiply them together, that should do it, right? And my prime factors are just... Well, 1, I'm gonna ignore, but... prime factors for everything. So if my numbers are 1, 2, not exactly. No, it'd be... No. No, you're right. That won't work. All right, let me just think. So if we take our least common multiple of so the formula for LCMs, LCM of A to B is equal to what the fiddlesticks? Absolute value of AB divided by the greatest common denominator of A and B. So Excuse me. All right, boy, let's rock. Oops. Now we just check if that's a thing. Oh, seriously? I sneeze like a cartoon character. Hi. I don't know if that's an insult or not. I don't know if that's an insult or not. Is that, wait, hold on, can I just do this? Hold on, if that's the version, isn't there a function for this? I'm pretty sure Python has a built-in least common multiple function. Can I just be like nums equals num for num in one, and then just do math dot, what does POS mean? I don't know what that means. Math dot LCM. All right, I gotta just import math directly. Do I have to import math? Yeah. Num is nums, or num in range of positive. Oh, so that's positive. Ah, that makes sense. I don't know Reddit lingo. Yeah. Point of sale. Oh wait, do I have to do it as an? Oh, use the unpacking. Right? Do I have to do this as an array? Let me Google it soon. Please don't call it Reddit. Is it not Reddit lingo? Are you not gonna call me a soy Wojak? Oh wait, we're on problem solved 4. I forgot that we solved an extra one. I don't know what soy Wojak even means, to be honest. Okay, we got that one correctly. Yeah, it was just the least common multiple, which just has a function for it. Ooh, sum of square difference. Ba-bam! And so now we can actually up that to a 5. Look at that. We're now cooking a little bit. And call it Reddit lingo out of spite. Exactly. In my mind, it is Reddit lingo. If it's used on Reddit, it is Reddit lingo. All right. Oops. This doesn't show the whole problem right now. Current problem. There we go. All right. The sum of squares of the first 10 natural numbers is the square of the sum of the first 10 natural numbers is the difference between the sum of the squares and of the first 10 and the square of the sum is find the difference between the sum of the squares of the first 100 natural numbers and the square of the sum. Oh, okay. I fixed it, Ava. I fixed it. Your message is showing up late. You're hated in this community despite being handsome, smart, intelligent, and humble. Yeah, and a mod. And a mod, Jay. So, you know. Count your blessings, Biscuit. Oh boy. Today's Pupley practice, Pupley. Okay. This seems easy. No, it's gonna take, this one's gonna take even longer. No, yeah. 4i. Actually, why do I even bother? Now we do it as it ends. For n in range of 100. I'm gonna have it just be, that was the thing, right? You just, the sum difference between them, the sum of the squares and the square of the sum. Okay, yeah. Okay. Wait, why am I even doing like this? I can just do it as a list. Okay. And then I can just individually do it versus not do it. This actually would be way easier in MATLAB because I could do it as the full thing versus as a component-based thing, which I think you can do pretty easily in Python too, but my Octave gave me the wrong answer when I tried to do certain summations. It kept doing some rounding, so that was weird, but I digress. And then we just have some squares. Or sorry, it's gonna be square of sum. It's just gonna be no, so if I do sum of squares, it's gonna be what the fuck? Does the new model have a soft spot on your head to press on like a baby? I'm sorry, what? Sorry, what? Can I do it like this? What? Actually, a quick question. What if I do this? What if I do this? Yeah, that's what I thought. So what if I unpack? How would I unpack it like that? So I guess. Okay, I don't know why I'm bothering to do this. Sum of squares equal to 0. Sum of sums, or square of sums. I don't know why I bothered to think at all. For n in range of 100. Intrusive thoughts one. I'm very hungry. Are you trying to cannibalize children again, Jay? We talked about this. We talked about this, you son of a biscuit. Do not go cannibalizing people, Jay. God dang it. I'm sorry, I'm also very hungry, which means that my nonsense is amplified. Okay. Anyways. Fat is delicious, though. So... listen, I love fatty foods. They're so flavorful and so tasty. You sounded like Goofy from the cartoon. Why, thank you, pally, old buddy, old pal. I am just holding back the urge to scream and yell at the top of my lungs directly into the microphone, and I have no idea why. Chat, this is what we call a second win, Papoy. A second Papoy. I'm hungry. What should I make? What should I make for food today? What am I doing? Where am I? I forgot. No, right. Yes. Sum of squares. Append. Okay. Sum of squares. I want to append. doing? Make some pasta. Oh, pasta sounds good. I think we have some meatballs left over that we made, too. Chicken pot pie only works if you have stuff. Correct. Correct. Oh, you're gonna have pizza for dinner? I want pizza for dinner. What day is it? Is it Monday? Dang, Tuesdays are generally, because the place near me has sale on pizzas on Tuesdays, and so we get like a take and bake pizza, and then bake it, and then we take it, and then bake it, and then eat it, and then eat it when it's done, because we throw the box away in the garbage. That's my original song, by the way. No, here, I'll sing my original song momentarily once I come up with it on the spot. Palpatine versus Santa Claus. What do I want to listen to? Yeah, Gorha ambience, that works. Oh, you don't homemade pizza. Homemade pizzas are so good. I love homemade pizzas. They're so tasty. I haven't had homemade pizza in a while, but tasty, very delicious. What was I doing? Squared append. No. No. Wait, why do I even bother doing that? Hold on a minute. I can just do that. I'm so stupid. My heart belongs to you, but boy, OG track. Let's find a new name. Workshop the name, but I like it. I'll come up with it on the spot. We'll have a beat, and then I'll just make up lyrics as I go. All right. That's how the stream will end. Is me singing the original song and make up on the spot. If someone can make a tune for me or like a beat for me or something in 15 minutes, then we're good to go. What am I doing? Sum of what was subtracting from what? Sum of squares minus square of the sum. Square of sum of squares. Okay, yes. So answer is going to equal sum of squares minus oh, that's why I need this. That's why I need this. No. I'm gonna have that be called that. And that's just gonna be called squares. And then it's sum of squares is gonna be equal to 0. And so I don't like that. No, so it's gonna be okay. Then squares n. No. Sum of squares is gonna plus equal squares n. And then 2. That doesn't seem right. N squared. That doesn't seem right at all. That definitely doesn't seem, that's wrong. What was the question again? Square of the sum. Oh. Wait, what? That's also, why did I do this? This is also Wait, no, what? N squared. So we have our squares. Wait. The square of the sum. No. Sum of squares. Wait. So we square each individual term, and then we sum them. That's right. Then our sum of squares is we add them all together, and then sum them. No. That's not right either. Hold on a minute. I need to just... This is the easiest one in the world, and for some reason I'm just like... Okay, I'm getting so distracted. So here are my square numbers. Oops. N squared for n in range of 0 to 100. Okay. That should be 101. All right. So then we have our sum of squares. Okay. So if we just print, remake the formulas or something. I know my brain is just... I have several questions. I have several questions. What the f... That's... Oh! There we go. There we go. That's why. I forgot I wasn't in MATLAB. There we go. Okay. There we go. Notation. It came down to notation. That's not right. Square of the sum. That shouldn't be right. Hold on a minute. Sum of squares. Well, no, I guess it actually in theory could outpace it. So let's give it a try. I don't think that's right. Yeah, that is in fact wrong. What am I doing wrong? Oh, because again... There we go. Yeah, not in MATLAB. Not in MATLAB. Jeez. There we go. Okay, that's correct. Guys, I have a real problem with sitting and thinking about stuff. Thinking is hard. Thinking is hard. Thinking is hard. Hey, does anyone have to stop using the carrot? I know, it's instinct. It's instinct. 1 second. Sorry, I had a bird sneeze. The neurons are fried. Correct. Neurons are absolutely fried. Nothing in my head is functioning as it should be right now. Not even close. Okay. Seven. I should really... I'm doing this in Python because Jupyter notebooks are really nice. But I'm like, part of me wants to switch over to MATLAB, but I'll stay in Python for right now. I just have to remember to actually use the proper notation properly. So, with our 1001st prime, We're 1,000 at first prime. I believe there's something on this. In C, you can use the caret to make operator dynamic arrays. Haskell, that's what I should be using. Haskell. I should be using Haskell. I just don't really remember how to do it. Haskell. It's like this, Jay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. I don't 100% remember. But yeah, something like that. We're gonna say that so that I seem smart. HTML, you can use... Oh my god, you can use a caret as text? What? 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 Okay. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this properly? Let's see. So, step one is I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I am back. Okay. Think about carrots. Some sort of carrot, probably. Okay. So, what am I doing? Oh, there's a very fun way we could do this. There's a very fun way we could do this problem. And it'll be very stupid. Very stupid. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was doing. Where are my headphones? There are my headphones. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Finding the nth prime number. I could... I'm gonna switch my desk to sitting position real quick. I feel like it just boils down to prime iteration again. Like half these problems, apparently. Bye, Eva. Enjoy your pizza. And enjoy me fixing my microphone and then chewing loudly into it. Okay. The longest non-gaming stream you've seen. Are you sure you don't need a break? I was thinking about it. I was thinking about calling it here. I could call it here if I end it on maybe. That's actually not a bad idea. Look at that. See, Jay, this is why you're a stream mod, because you look out for me like that. You look out for me like that. I just really... Wait, I can just... No. So how I could loop it? How I could loop it, but... is by doing... more content, but you also want to enjoy streaming. Let's see. Welcome back, Hikato. You're buffed up from your gym time. Like I said, I don't have muscle, so get enough muscle mass for the both of us. This is near Automata. It's like a Yorha ambient mix. What are you trying to get Kakato to do for you? Why are you trying to get Kakato to be a killer? You guys can hear my chair. My hands were shifted over. Okay. Jay's freak coming out. So one way let me think how we could do this. So it's horribly long, but computers are fast. So what we can just do is start with a prime number. Then we count up, and every number we try dividing it by the previous ones. If So we have, so we count up. It's when you can't time yourself out. I can time you out, but I'm not gonna. So the bit's ruined. I'm sorry. I should make Hikato a stream mod just to time you out for the bit. So n equals 1 primes equal that, and then we can just count up, and every time do n. I guess n is gonna actually start as 2. We're gonna do n mod. We're actually gonna start primes as 2 to prevent a doubling. And then we want it to essentially run through all other numbers that we have until, so that'll be while the length of primes is less than or equal to 1001. You type the other half first. So we're going to start at n equals 3. We're going to have primes, oops, currently just equal to, while length of primes is less than or equal to 10,001. All right, you guys can have a Western duel under no banning. You guys can have a duel to see who times out the other first, okay? All right. On the count of 3, Hikato. So I'm going to make Hikato a mod at the count of 3. There's going to be a stream delay. So I don't know how you guys want to play that. But I also don't really care. Lovingly. 3, 2, 1, mod. Go nuts. See who wins. You know Jay will win. I'm waiting to see whose comments disappear first. This is tense. Whose comments are gonna go first? Oh. No one's made a move. You guys are the slowest draws in the West. Jesus. And you guys can't time out of their mod. Well, that's disappointing. Congratulations. Both of your guns jammed. You've been unmodded, Hikato. Your gun jammed, but you dropped your gun. You know, anticlimactic as hell. I know, right? Seriously. 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 Can you imagine? It's fine. I saw that, Jen. Friendly fire isn't allowed. Yes, and then I appeared and shot you both. Friendly fire is not allowed. Ooh, I know what I want. I know what I want. That's what I want. Okay. I completely forgot what I was doing. 1 plus plus. There. Plus equals 1. That's what I meant. And then I wanted it where basically the... Oh, right. There's going to be a for loop inside of this. So while that's less than that, we want to test everything. So, oh, and at the for prime in primes, it's too much power. Exactly. My thing is, Kikado, you're modding on so many other channels right now where I don't want to give you that responsibility. And yes, Jay, you have been you've been excellent at your modding job. I am very proud of you. So for prime and primes, yum 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 yum. Oh yeah, if n mod prime what am I doing? How am I going to do this? Because I want it to make sure that it hits all the primes. Oh! Oh, 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 oh. Little thing here. Little thing here. There's probably a way to do this better. Everything I'm doing is unoptimal, but I don't really care. Prime. If at any point... No, what am I saying? If at any point it cleanly divides it, I don't even need that check. I could just break it. If at any point then I can break this loop. Right? Am I doing this right? So n equals 3, and our primes are 2. There, we just start out with 2 as a prime. Well, the length of primes, we want the first 10,001 primes. If it cleanly is divisible by a prime, then we break it. If we go through the whole thing, and that never happens... My brain is so fried. I'm so sorry. 3.5 hours of thinking, and I lost my ability to think. If it ever cleanly divides, we break. Because then we know it's not prime, and we shouldn't bother continuing. But if it gets through the whole thing... Oh, that's why the check would be nice. Okay, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. That's why the check would be nice. So I shouldn't even bother making up here. am I doing? So for prime in the primes, if n mod prime is equal to 0, then our check becomes true. We just break out the loop. If we get through the whole thing and the check is still false, then we go ahead and append it to the primes. That's what I was thinking of. So we append n. So basically we check if it's divisible by every prime that we have, and if it gets through all of it. Okay. We start at 3, we start as 2 as our starting prime. We go through all of our primes. If it is ever cleanly divisible by a prime, then it is not prime. So we break out of it. If it goes through the whole thing without becoming divisible, we can then append it to the primes. We then cycle that. It's going to take a minute to run because it has to do 10,000, has to check everything. And so it's not too bad, actually. So then we say print primes, make it a 1. And this, in theory, is our largest prime, our 10,000 first prime. Let's see if we're correct. We are not. Actually curious though. What is length of primes? Oh. I know why. Because we started with a prime. That's why. We started with a prime. There we go. That was the correct one. And go ahead and up our problem counter one more. And go ahead and grab our next problem. Oh, this is certainly one of the problems of all time. Oh my god. My god, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. Look at this. Look at this. Most of my screen gets covered. This is ridiculous. Okay. The for adjacent 1,000-digit number. Okay, one second. Oh my god. The 4 adjacent digits in the 1,000-digit number that have the greatest product are 9 times 9 times 8 times 9, which is equal to 5,832. Find the 13 adjacent digits that have the greatest product. And what is the value of this product? So, what we can do is take this number. Then we can increment over, essentially run a window over it. And the window is going to be linear. It's going to be a one-dimensional linear window that'll run over this entire thing in sets of 13. It'll catalog every single product of 13 things, and then we'll just take the maximum value. Capiche? Capiche. Okay. So first, I have to get this number down. And I don't know if it's actually saved as a number or if is it. Oh, thank God, it's saved as an actual number. It's not saved as an image. So this is our. Well, they call it a series. So that's gonna be there. Wait, what? Leading zeros are not... Okay, there we go. Cool. There's our 1,000-digit number. Now. So many numbers. 1,000 of them, some might say. If you write the number in this form, what's the maximum for diagonal? No. So, what we're gonna do is, yeah, like I said, have essentially a window that runs over it. Oops. And we have, it has to be a length 13 window. Oh, okay. I need to count. So let me just write this down and mark down so I have it. Length 13, 1D window that runs over the number. Runs over the number. Takes product of all 13 nums in window, saves product to array, take max of array. Okay. You know what the best way to do this actually would be? Can I turn this number into a list? Can I turn this integer into a list? An easy way. To just a list of digits. If so, very easy. Oh, yeah. Okay. So. We're just going to call it, the series is going to be a list, an integer for n in the string of series. Okay, cool. So then we just have to run a length 13 window. You think you could turn to a string, then extract characters, then turn the characters back into integers when you do the calculations? I can just do that all iteratively. Or I can just do that all with the when creating the list, which is nice. So, yeah. Zero's asking if I want to play Night Rain. Alright. So, yeah, 13 one-dimensional window. So, I want the products as a list, and then we show the range. For let me think of how I'm doing this. For is this the right way to think about it? Would be from 13 to the length of series. And then I would say, no. That could be one way to do it. Or I could do, no, instead, let me just do it like this. Let me do it like that. Okay. Easier for brain to work with. So, oh, right, you guys can't even see. So then I would say, think, why is brain? Final problem of the night. So my brain is being brain. Welcome back, Ava. Welcome back, Fat Cat Ava. Window. Let me just read what I literally just wrote. Run a 1D window over it, product of all 13 numbers, saves the products to an array, and then you take the maximum of that array. So I want to take the product of that chunk. So it would be series of n to n plus 13. And this series okay. So this series, and then what I want to do, I want to use a function to take a product of it. There's got to be one in just like the Python math library. Python take product of list. There's got to be one that's just, yeah, I thought so. In the math library, you just do. And that's already integers. And then at the end, we just print the max of that. Okay. Let's see if I did this right. Take our products. We have all of our products. We move the window across the entire thing. We take the product of everything along the window. Okay. What do I want to listen to? No, not that one. Is the main menu on this? No. Okay, yeah, Concordia. I like that. I replayed Borderlands the pre-sequel like last year. I had a good time. Surprisingly enjoyable game. And we got that one correct. That is another problem done. Let's transition into a Night Rain stream with 0. Oh. /J, that means joke. That one I did know. That one I did know. I'm not completely useless when it comes to internet knowledge. I'm just mostly useless when it comes to internet knowledge. I have no idea what's happening, but you're very mesmerized because the colors look cool. Yeah, that's most of what programming is. 0 is very goofy. 0 is very goofy. Yeah, no. Programming basically is just a baby sensory video is the best way to say it. But what we're gonna do, why is Concordia's music so like depressing? Cool main menu music. There you go. That's nice. She's the goofy. You're goofy. Listen. She and I have been together for 8 years because we vibe. Because we vibe. I also gotta eat dinner. What do I wanna do? How do I wanna play this, boy? How do I wanna play this, boy? I'm gonna shift over. I think that's it for right now. We got through 8 problems. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It took almost 4 hours. Pretty good. But I have to end it on the original song that I have to make up on the spot. You're gonna go to bed, Kakato? Probably a good idea. Have a good night and sleepeth wealth. Ah! I dropped my pen. Think it to make it 1,000 in a few more streams. We're almost there. We're right on the cusp. Meow, meow, meow 300 times. It's perfectly right. It's almost 2 a.m. for you, Humpif. Good night. Thanks for stopping by, though. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting off in a moment, but I can't make an original stream, but I can. Oh yeah, the Borderlands 1 music, I like that. Yeah, I got nothing. I have literally nothing when it comes to an idea for a for original song. I could do a spoken word rap. Let me get a beat. Let me get a beat going. That sounds exhausting. We're not doing that. Okay. Very fun long stream, but it'll be like a stream this long for us to enjoy. No, I was in the zone. I think I just need a minute because I got into that one point. What I want to do, because I enjoy streaming this long, what I want to do and really need to do is also, the way I'm like, need to do, is have snacks nearby. I need snacks so I can be like, during stream. Because I have my water. I can stay hydrated. And cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. But yeah, I just have to make sure to have snacks, so then it won't be. I got a what into the microphone? I hope you meant to say beatbox. I hope you meant to say beatbox. All right. All right, my karaoke gonna finish. It's gonna be excellent. Oh, Uno, due, tre, quattro. When I was a boy, just about the 8th grade, Mama used to say, don't stay out late with the bad boys. Always shoot the pool, Poisson gone to flank a school. Boy, to make me sick, all the thing I gotta do. I can't get no kicks, so always got to follow rules. Boy, to make me sick, just to make a lousy buck. Gotta feel like a fool. And Mama, she used to say all the time, what's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. Real nice, real nice. But soon come a day, gonna be a bigger star. Gonna make the TV shows and the movies. Get myself a new car, but still I be myself. Don't want to change a thing. Still a dance and a sing. I think about the mama, she used to say, what's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. What's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. What do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. I'm so off key, it's amazing. But I'm not here to be on key. You have the little hearts that are with the hair color. If a new viewer pops in and sees me singing this, then they'll have a great first impression. Exactly. It's a harp. They can all sing, shut up your face. Okay, that's alright. Uno, due, tre, quattro. What's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. We can do it even better this time. What's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. What's the matter you? Hey, gotta no respect. Hey, what do you think you do? Hey, why you look so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Shut up your face. There you go. There's my official karaoke stream in the books. My official karaoke is labeled and done. I have fulfilled that requirement. Okay. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow. I'm doing more Project Euler tomorrow. I'm enjoying it. I need to get going. And yes, I did have that lull in the middle where I was like, but. but. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate you considering that peak for some reason. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. I have been Poisson Variance, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. And bye. What am I doing? Bye bye.